What are you watching?
What are you watching? Elodie, le film!
I trudged into the Is Sol Pelcanos Ocas Benidorm, with a spring in my step, expecting a tranquil retreat from the chaos of everyday life. Oh, how naive I was. As I approached the check-in desk, a sinking feeling began to form in the pit of my stomach. The process was like an endless nightmare, with lines snaking around the lobby and staff members who seemed to be moving at a glacial pace. 2 tokens for drinks? I thought to myself, how quaint. Little did I know, these tokens would become a constant source of frustration. If I lost one, I'd have to fork out an extra euro for a replacement. It was like they were nickel and diming me from the get-go. And don't even get me started on the drink options, 2 measly drinks at a time? What kind of hospitality is that? As I made my way to the pool area, I was greeted by an ocean of sun-kissed bodies, all vying for a spot on the coveted sunbeds. But, oh, the horror. People were reserving these sunbeds for hours on end, leaving them unattended while they lounged elsewhere. A kind-hearted lady was tasked with placing tickets on these reserved beds, pleading with patrons to vacate them. But, alas, her efforts were for naught. It was like watching a scene from Lord of the Flies, where civility was abandoned in favor of selfish desires. The pool bars were stocked with a paltry selection of snacks, and I use the term snacks loosely. Crisps, the only remotely edible option, were as scarce as a unicorn's tears. It was like they were intentionally tormenting my taste buds. And don't even get me started on the food, a sorry excuse for a meal that would insult the palate of even the most basic of diners. But, I digress. My room, oh, my room. It was as if the cleaning staff had given up on life altogether. The toilet, a porcelain throne of despair, leaked incessantly, leaving me to wonder if I'd inadvertently stumbled into a biohazard zone. The cleaning ladies, I use the term loosely, would swoop in, sprinkle some magic dust, and declare the room spotless. But, I know the truth. The floors were a minefield of dirt and dust, a testament to their ineptitude. And then, there was the breakfast buffet. A veritable smorgasbord of stale pastries, congealed eggs, and a fruit selection that seemed to have been plucked from the depths of a barren forest. It was like they were attempting to poison me, slowly but surely, with a toxic cocktail of sugar and preservatives. The chef, a tortured soul with a permanent scowl etched on his face, seemed to be suffering from a bad case of culinary Stockholm syndrome. His creations, a monument to gastronomic despair, would make even the most iron-stomached of individuals queasy. I feared for my stomach's safety, lest I dare venture near the dining area. But, what really takes the cake is the sheer audacity of the Is Sol Pelcanos Ocas Benidorm. They have the temerity to out themselves as a 4-star establishment, while providing services that would shame a rundown hostel. It's like they're running a scam, preying on unsuspecting tourists who've saved up for months, only to be left with a bitter taste in their mouths. So, dear friends, I implore you, don't fall prey to their false promises. Steer clear of this dump, lest you want to experience the worst of humanity. Trust me, I've been there, done that, and got the t-shirt. And, if you'll excuse me, I need to go cry myself to sleep, mourning the loss of my hard-earned cash and my shattered expectations. What do you think, friends? Have you had a similar experience at the Is Sol Pelcanos Ocas Benidorm? Share your horror stories with me in the comments below. So, I've been looking into crimes near Is Sol Pelcanos Ocas Benidorm, you know, to see what kind of shady stuff is going on in that area. And, oh boy, it's not pretty. Businesses near Is Sol Pelcanos Ocas Benidorm are like, super sketchy. Like, they're always trying to scam you. For example, there's this one scam, they call it the potato game or pea-men scam. They set up this fake game on Levante Beach, near Is Sol Pelcanos Ocas Benidorm, and they tell you to bet money on where this little object is hidden. But, like, it's all rigged, you know? The people around you, they're all in on it, pretending to win, and they're just waiting for you to fall for it. And, oh man, some people even lose their personal belongings in the process. It's like, how could you, right? Taking advantage of people like that. I'm guessing the people who fall for it are probably super upset and frustrated, you know? They might even try to report it to the authorities, but who knows if anything will happen. And the scammers, they're probably just laughing all the way to the bank, thinking they got away with it. Another thing I found out is that there are these fake cocktail sellers on the beach, near Is Sol Pelcanos Ocas Benidorm. They pretend to work for the nearby bars, but really, they're just mixing drinks in dirty conditions, behind trash cans or in their cars. It's like, gross, right? And people who drink those things, they might end up in the hospital with food poisoning or something. I mean, can you imagine? You're on vacation, trying to have fun, and then you get sick because of some shady person trying to make a quick buck. I'm guessing the people who get sick are probably super angry and disappointed, you know? They might even try to warn others about it on social media or something. And the sellers, they're probably just trying to cover their tracks, hoping no one finds out. Oh, and get this, some souvenir shops and street vendors near Is Sol Pelcanos Ocas, Benidorm, they're like, super aggressive when it comes to selling you stuff. They'll try to upsell you, or charge you double the price, or even swap the product for a lower quality one after you pay. It's like, come on, can't they just be honest for once? I mean, it's just a few euros, right? I'm guessing the people who get scammed are probably super frustrated, you know? They might even try to argue with the vendors, or report them to the authorities. And the vendors, they're probably just thinking, oh, I got away with it again. And then there are these restaurants near Is Sol Pelcanos Ocas, Benidorm, that will try to scam you by inflating the bill, or adding extra items you didn't order. It's like, how can you do that to people, right? They're just trying to have a nice meal, and you're taking advantage of them. I'm guessing the people who get scammed are probably super angry, you know? They might even try to write bad reviews or something. And the restaurants, they're probably just trying to cover it up, hoping no one finds out. And finally, there are these street markets and shops near Is Sol Pelcanos Ocas, Benidorm, that will try to sell you counterfeit goods, or swap the product for a fake one after you pay. It's like, can't they just be honest, right? It's just a few euros, but it's the principle, you know? I'm guessing the people who get scammed are probably super upset, you know? They might even try to report it to the authorities, or warn others about it. And the scammers, they're probably just trying to make as much money as they can, without caring about the consequences. Ugh, it's just so sad, you know? People trying to take advantage of others, just to make a quick buck. But, like, we can't let them win, right? We have to be aware of these scams, and try to protect ourselves, and others. Based on my analysis of businesses near Is Sol Pelcanos Ocas, Benidorm, here's the comprehensive overview, analysis of negative reviews, businesses near Is Sol Pelcanos Ocas, Benidorm. Chunk 1, this analysis focuses on the common themes emerging from negative reviews of Centro Comercial La Marina, Best Time Massage. Benidorm, since 2008, India Gate, The Vagabond, and Penelope, all located near the Is Sol Pelcanos Ocas Hotel in Benidorm. The reviews paint a picture of businesses struggling with maintenance, service quality, and, in some cases, basic hygiene and potentially exploitative practices. Centro Comercial La Marina, a declining shopping experience. La Marina consistently receives the lowest ratings, with complaints centered around a general sense of decline and disrepair. The most frequent and vivid criticisms relate to the state of the women's restrooms, repeatedly described as disgusting, dirty, stinky, and even containing excrement. Beyond hygiene, there are issues with stock availability, displaying items that cannot be purchased, and discrepancies between online and in-store availability. Several reviewers mention a lack of appealing shops, with one describing the selection as boring and another highlighting a predominance of generic t-shirt vendors. Finally, there are complaints about inconsistent opening hours, specifically regarding shops being closed on Sundays despite the center being advertised as open. The overall impression is a shopping mall that has failed to keep up with basic maintenance and offers little of interest to visitors. Best Time Massage. Benidorm, since 2008, quality and communication concerns. Reviews for this establishment are heavily critical of the massage quality and therapist technique. The core issue appears to be a lack of personalized service and skill. Several reviewers, including a qualified sports therapist, report massages lacking attention to individual needs, ignoring requests for pressure adjustments, and applying techniques incorrectly. Communication seems to be a significant problem, with therapists reportedly not asking about injuries or preferences. There are also concerns about unprofessional conduct, including a therapist leaving the room mid-session and engaging in unhygienic practices, coughing, touching the body with oiled hands. While some reviewers acknowledge a clean environment, this is overshadowed by the lack of therapeutic benefit and perceived lack of skill from the therapists. India Gate, dramatic decline in quality and service. India Gate has apparently undergone a substantial decline. The most prominent complaint is a significant drop in food quality since a change in ownership in June 2023. Reviewers describe the food as terrible, not good, and failing to meet expectations even for basic curry dishes. Alongside the food, service is consistently reported as poor, slow, inattentive, and unhelpful. Specific issues include incorrect orders, forgotten starters, and a refusal to address complaints. A recurring problem is cash-only payment, which caused embarrassment to customers, raising suspicions about tax avoidance. Dishonest pricing is also mentioned, with discrepancies between advertised costs and final bills. The overall sentiment is that this restaurant has lost the quality that previously earned positive reviews. The Vagabond, abusive behavior and poor service. The Vagabond receives particularly alarming reviews, dominated by reports of aggressive and abusive behavior from the owner, Fred. Multiple reviewers describe incidents of shouting, threats, and even physical assault. The service is also consistently described as slow, disorganized, and inattentive. Complaints include long wait times for food and drinks, ignored requests, and a lack of apology for delays. Some reviewers mention issues with reservation mismanagement. The intensity of the negative experiences, particularly regarding the owner's behavior, makes this establishment a significant concern for potential customers. Penelope, hygiene, exploitation and deceptive practices. Penelope consistently receives the lowest ratings, driven by concerns about hygiene, questionable practices, and a generally unpleasant atmosphere. The state of the toilets is a recurring and particularly disturbing theme, described as disgusting, filthy, and lacking basic amenities like toilet seats, locks, and soap. There are also concerns about potentially exploitative practices, with a reviewer expressing discomfort with the perceived exploitation of young women. Complaints include overcharging, especially for tourists, expensive and poorly served drinks, and a dirty and unmaintained environment. Several reviews mention a general feeling of unease and a sense of being ripped off. Common patterns and issues. Hygiene. Poor restroom facilities are a recurring theme across multiple businesses. Poor customer service, inattentive, rude, or aggressive staff are common complaints. Decline in quality. Several establishments are described as having deteriorated significantly from past experiences. Dishonesty. Issues with pricing and hidden charges are reported. Maintenance. Analysis of negative reviews for businesses near Is Sol Pelcanos Ocas, Benidorm, Chunk 2 halves. This analysis focuses on Chic and Chic Luxury, a retail store, and Café Caribe Benidorm, a restaurant/bar, based on their negative reviews. Common themes emerge across both businesses, including poor customer service, product/service quality issues, and dissatisfaction with value for money. 1. Chic and Chic Luxury, retail store with service and product issues. Key problems: poor after-sales service and warranty handling. Multiple reviewers cite frustration with warranty claims and repairs. One customer, Laura Rebolo Rodriguez, reported being charged €8 for a repair on a faulty product, a toy gun, despite having proof of purchase, only for the item to malfunction again. The store allegedly replaced parts with non-original components, worsening the issue. Another customer, Francisco Martinez, complained about a poorly personalized keychain, with staff dismissing requests for improvements. Unprofessional staff behavior. Accusations of theft and public humiliation were made by a reviewer, Quena Serrata, who described being falsely accused by an employee in front of other customers. General complaints about depressing, unfriendly, and unhelpful staff. Trini Santiago Plaza, Sergio SGP, suggest a recurring issue with employee attitude. Pattern. The store struggles with post-purchase support, product reliability, and staff professionalism. Customers feel dismissed when raising concerns, leading to distrust and lost repeat business. 2. Café Caribe Benidorm, restaurant with quality and value concerns. Key problems: subpar food quality and misrepresentation. Multiple reviewers described dishes as poorly prepared or not authentic. For example, ceviche mixto with spoiled fish, chicharrones that were just fried pork belly tacos. Angelica Maria Pagiron criticized tiny, potato-filled empanadas lacking meat, calling the €8 menu a scam, overpriced for low quality. Complaints about exorbitant prices. Jesus Acosta Garcia, and expensive drinks. Yolanda Cespedes, suggest poor value. Curly Granda noted disappointment despite positive reviews, implying inconsistency. Service issues. Staff were described as rude, Jose Santos Saez Robles, and unattentive, though one reviewer acknowledged a friendly waiter, Curly Granda. Pattern. The restaurant faces quality control issues, misleading menu descriptions, and pricing mismatched with expectations. While some patrons enjoyed the ambience, for example, live music, food and service failures dominate complaints. Common themes across businesses in the area. 1. Customer service deficits. Both businesses suffer from unprofessional staff, whether dismissive, Chic and Chic, or outright hostile, Café Caribe. 2. Value for money concerns. Customers feel overcharged for faulty products, chic, or underwhelming meals, Café Caribe. 3. Inconsistent quality. Products break quickly, food fails to meet advertised standards. Recommendations for improvement. Chica and chic luxury. Train staff on conflict resolution and warranty policies. Improve quality checks on products before sale, Café Caribe Benidorm. Revise portion sizes and pricing to match customer expectations. Address food authenticity. For example, ensure ceviche is fresh, empanadas contain promised fillings. Conclusion: these businesses risk reputational damage if core issues, service attitude, product reliability, and pricing transparency aren't addressed. Negative experiences are often shared widely, deterring potential customers in a competitive tourist area like Benidorm. This analysis covers all the businesses analyzed in the area and provides insights into what travelers can expect when staying near Sol Pelcanos Ocas, Benidorm.